Don't forget what you're doing. If you're lacking in something, wisdom, patience, strength, James 1:5, we just need to ask God and He'll give you exactly what you need to fulfill His calling. Keep in mind, He has a natural strategy for the supernatural kingdom calling on your life. When I was a boy growing up in West Virginia, my dad would take me hunting. And he would wake me up really early in the morning. It'd be super cold. We would walk forever. He'd point to a tree and say, go sit beside this tree. And then he'd go a few trees over. Hours would pass. I'd see nothing. I was super bored, but I never forgot why I was there, because I was holding a gun. Whatever you're holding in your hand will remind you why you're there. In John chapter 8, verse 31 through 32, Jesus said, if you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. We all know the higher you go, greater the fall. It's so important that we hold on to His truths and His promise, because if you focus on the fall, you will be bound by the enemy. In Ephesians 6:10 through 11, finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. There is spiritual warfare all around us. And I love what Leonard Ravenhill said. I preach not for those who want a bottle, but for those who want to battle. We were created to live through something, not obtain something. And that which we were meant to live through was designed to change us. Smith Wigglesworth said this, great faith is the product of great fights. Great testimonies are the outcome of great tests, and great triumphs can only come out of great trials. We must put ourselves in a position where we are compelled to trust God. In the Old Testament, Caleb was awesome. In Joshua 14:10 through 12, now then, just as the Lord promised, He has kept me alive for 45 years since the time He said this to Moses, while Israel moved about in the wilderness. So here I am today, 85 years old. I'm still as strong today as the day Moses sent me out. I'm just as vigorous to go out to battle now as I was then. Now give me this hill country that the Lord promised me that day. You yourself heard then that the Anakites were there and their cities were large and fortified, but the Lord helping me, I will drive them out just as He said. Just like Caleb at age 85, he knew that the only way he was going to fulfill the promise of God is if he had the Lord's help. You're at a crux, and the only thing you can take credit for is holding on to the Lord. So stay true, stay focused. His promises are right there in front of you.